Morning! So I want to talk to you about this thought. I don't do enough. As a life coach, it's caught me really by surprise that so many of the women I work with have that thought. Not only do they have that thought, but it's mostly an unconscious thought. I don't do enough. It comes out in our sessions as we start doing the self-coaching model. And if you feel that way and if you have that thought, let me know in the comments. And here's what happens when we believe I don't do enough. We think that in order to change this, in order to feel better, in order to feel that we do enough, we have to do more. Action, action, action. And you do it all. And you still have this, I don't do enough. And this is what my clients do. They do a to-do list. They check it off. Here comes that thought again. I don't do enough. They add more to the to-do list. At the end of the day, they didn't cross everything out. Guess what happens? You see, I didn't do enough. Now you feel guilty. You feel shame. And how many of you are living in this cycle? I don't do enough. You are wearing yourself completely out. You go to bed mentally fatigued. You wake up overwhelmed, stressed. And I want you to think about the impact that this thought has. I don't do enough. How does that make you feel? Inadequate. When you feel inadequate, think about the impact it has on your self-esteem, on your self-worth. Because no matter what you do, I'm just not enough. And I don't do enough goes straight into I am not enough. Most of these women who have this thought, and it is a woman thing. Like I've never heard of a man say I don't do enough, right? It's this whole guilt and shame thing that we women carry. This thought, I don't do enough. We can't act our way out of it. We just can't. What do we need to do? We need to change this thought. We really need to go in there and dig deep and become aware of it. So how do you break this cycle? Because when we don't believe I do enough, how are you taking care of yourself? These women are not taking care of themselves because they don't have time, because they're doing all these things for everyone else. So their self-care on the last item in the to-do list, and they never take care of themselves. So how do we get rid of this? Number one, and not just this thought, any thought. I want you to acknowledge the belief. I want you to become aware. Oh my God, I have this thought. So awareness is always the first step to changing a thought. We need to know that it's there. Now, challenge that thought. I want us to start challenging our thoughts. And how do you do that? By asking yourself, is this really true? Right? Can I prove in a court of law that this is true? And if it's not, it's just a story that you have created. Is this thought worth keeping? Is it beneficial? Chances are no. Now, think about how that thought makes you feel. Do you want to feel inadequate, defeated, disappointed because I don't do enough? Of course not. How much action in your life do you take from that feeling? Because if you don't believe you're not doing enough, it's going to show up in your action line. It's going to slow you down. You're going to procrastinate because you're tired. You're mentally exhausted. So once you acknowledge, you challenge that belief, I want you to reframe it. What do you truly want to believe with intention, with purpose? And I love reframing this thought, I don't do enough, with I am doing my best and that's enough. I'm doing my best and that's enough. Tell me right now, how does that feel? Like even when I say that, I just take a deep breath, like all the pressure goes away. Doesn't that feel good? And I want you to understand that changing this belief and changing any belief, it takes time, practice, and repetition. It's not going to change overnight. That's why when I want to believe something different, I want to have new thoughts, I write them down. I put them in a post-it. Because I'm telling my brain, hey, I know that we've been believing this thought. We are no longer that person. I'm not going to be believing that thought. This is what I want to believe, that I'm doing my best, and that's enough. And the last part to this is really showing yourself self-compassion, right? Self-compassion in all this. Would I ever tell my daughter that she doesn't do enough? Never. That's never a thought that I would have. That's not even a thought that I would tell any of my friends. Hey girl, you're not doing enough. So why would you continue to believe that as true? Let me know what you guys think. Is this a thought that you think? And did you find this helpful? Because this right here, it is going to take a lot of weight off your shoulders. Believing and challenging this belief and reframing it with another thought. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are not following me, hit the follow button. And if this had an impact and you found this helpful, please share it on your stories. And let me know in the DMs if you have any questions. Bye.